And we begin game number 3. Tip-off of the game is brought to us by CORSA Motorcycle
Team full of hopefuls trying to make their team A, talking about the Benilde Blazers, and you have the veterans, the professional basketball players of Shawarma Shop.
Put it. Early basket here para sa Blazers. 2-0. Bawi naman agad sa kabila.
Oh, that specialty of the house. For
Good reference, no? Para dito kay Ike. Three-pointer. First three-pointer of this game, courtesy of Shawarma Shack. Watching yung CORSA Tires versus Blazers na matchup, and Justine Sanchez really kind of introducing himself to the Blazers na this is who you are getting.
and I'm sure the Blazers have Justin Sanchez in the saddle finally.
Bit of a slow start here for the Blazers, though 7-2, 5-point advantage, but
The pace not allowing Benilde to run, and as I say that, they get a turnover and off to the races.
Another foul given here by Shawarma Shack. Basket will count para the streets. So maraming salamat po sa CORSA, primary sponsor here in Asiabasket. As Inot, keyhole jumper will work.
Tony Inot just
Straight away 3. That will work para kay Eusebio.
just like that. This is
Ike looking to attack, will lose a basketball. Making a move. Would get that basket to go. It's James Castro. At Inot on the other end. Parang kakapikit ko pa lang. Although unable to control that leather. Almost another fast break opportunity for the Blazers. Still leading by 5, 14-9. Make that 3 now. After Ubuye. Inot once again. Strong to the hoop. Gets that finish. Another end one para sa Blazers. This time courtesy.
blowing by the defense of James Castro.
That move of the game brought to us by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets, and dominating so far are the Blazers. Wouldn't be surprised that this team really is competitive. Ojula underneath gets his first 2. Nice tap there from Liwag. Fast break opportunity once again for the Blazers, and Justine Sanchez. Talked about him earlier. Off that. Pass ahead for a 2-on-1, and able to convert there is James Castro. No spin move though. Point advantage for the Blazers, 21-15. Kakapasok lang, Akpuru. Long jumper will get that shooter's bounce.
So we have Chibosi.
Acrobatic layup would miss. Ordonio pulling up. Gets that jumper to go. First 2 points para kay Kobe Ordonio.
And that's big because Kobe Ordonio.
Justin Sanchez showing us he can do it in both ends. On the reverse, Vanguardia.
That's a
Amuyan nila, and knowing where each other are. Dito naman babawi, Shawarma Shack with their first and 1. This is Liwag going up against Akpuru. Oli crashing the board. Add 2 more to his tally. Taas, all these wings. High leapers. It's Ordonio able to get another transition basket here for Benilde.
That's a great.
Sanchez and Ondoa, who's not playing for Benilde Blazers. As Akpuro gets that jumper to go. So si Bar throws it ahead to Matiliano. And he will drive. Easy 2.
Oh, that's
Blazers looking to run every time there's a miss. Sanchez with that familiar Pinoy step. Getting another 2 for the Blazers, 32-25, back to a 7-point lead. Not that he can't, right? I mean, we've seen him dominate the interior for the teams that he played for before. As Alano asking for that pick from Ojula. Kick out. Another 3-pointer for the Blazers. This time will work para kay Eusebio. His second 3-pointer now in this ball.
More of that to really loosen up the zone defense of Shawarma Shop.
Little less than 4 minutes left in this ball game. A second opportunity para kay Alano off his own miss.
Ako din.
It's Oli. Short stab. Ayaw. Eusebio once again. Another 3. Make that 3-pointers now all. Eusebio coming up with a steal. 4-on-1 for the Blazers. Inot to Eusebio for the finish.
That's a quick 8 points for Antonio Eusebio. Just checked in.
Shawarma Shack turning the ball over again as Inot being that pest. Finishing on the other end, 15-point lead. As we have a look at our move of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. Tony Inot with that run. Mostly been dominated by the Blazers, leading by 15, 44-29. Inot will try from outside, gets another three-pointer. Tony Inot able to do so. Our Shawarma Shack, another three-pointer. Another conversion. This time, Kometa. Hawa-hawa na dito ang Benilde Blazers. For fun. Yan ang dami nating sponsor dito sa Asiabasket. Really appreciate your support in our 2023 Asiabasket Dasmariñas. Have a chance to extend it once again. Ordonio would like to join the party. No go. Inot high for that offensive rebound. Had two more para kay Inot. Now with 14 for the Benilde Blazers against Shawarma Shack. The Benilde nga using that strong second quarter, and they are still mainit pa rin. Tony Inot, specific scorer in both their victories so far in this tournament.
No, Mataliano only played 9 minutes ng first half natin. Leading the way is this James Castro, finishing over contact.
Both together and also being on the same page. Ito na pagbigyan ka na, Coach Mark. Was able to get that. And one is Antonio Sebio.
He's showing why he was one of the highly touted recruits early on for the UP Fighting Maroons.
As Castro gets another basket.
Well, they can't afford to trade baskets. Talking about Shawarma Shack, and they're allowing open shots like this to Ancheta.
Couple of three-pointers na nga pinupukol dito ng Benilde Blazers. 26, 63-37. Close to 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Ike gets that basket underneath against Ujula.
Creation coming from Domark Matiliano with a no-look pass down to Chibueze Ike. Finally finishes inside the paint.
Losing that Ike pick. Looking for Castro. Okay, find Castro. 6 points so far para kay James Castro here in the third quarter. Keta now, 7 to shoot. He pulls up for 3. Make that a long 2, according to our officials. Nevertheless, extend. Was Shawarma Shack in that instance. Go to James Castro now. Talagang si James Castro ang one-man show dito para sa... A lot to be expected nga from Domark Matiliano after being the best player of the game for their first 2 victories. As Tony Inot continuing. Sabi mo, they cannot afford to just trade baskets here for the Blazers. Almost a turnover though for Benilde as Justine Sanchez, given continuation, gets another end to Alano. Able to control that leather. Kometa will try. Gets another three-pointer for the Blazers. Unexperienced to this young Benilde Blazer squad. Torres gets his first 2 of this ball game off that find by Liwag. By a big 31 points. Nahihirapan sila dito against the Benilde Blazers, but that might just start something here for Shawarma Shack. Finish on the other end. Liwag will run it. Kick out to Kometa. Another three-pointer. That one rattles out, but there to clean it up was Edson Serrano. Shawarma Shack has another opportunity. Just a minute and 12 left here in our third quarter. Nice attack to the hoop. Coming from Obuyes. Benilde Blazers, or what did you find lacking dito sa mga nakaputi in the second and third quarter specifically?
Well, number one, their transition defense was Mashak. Especially when, when this game is done and dusted with. To move on quick. Kasi may isa pa silang laro.
Si Liwag. Bar. Bumping his way through, will be blocked. Goes to Gabawan underneath. That time, nice assist coming from Asibar.
Pagkatapos ng pass ni Allen Liwag.
I guess some room for those types of error. Benilde Blazers still point lead, still being enjoyed here by the Benilde Blazers. Inside, Liwag. Add another, nag-show socks ka na, Coach Mark. Yeah? Blazers still with this 31-point lead, make that 34. Gubawan. Turn around, Jay. That's off. Alano paints it up.
No, good job.
Benilde looking to set it up. Still enjoying this 33-point lead. Kobe Ordonio make that 36 points now. Nearing the century mark. Wouldn't want to get anything that might even para masabi sa'yo na talagang mababaon ka dun sa kanilang bench. They would likely stay undefeated with this impending victory. Starting their season 2-0 as Menguez hits that 3-pointer for Shawarma shot. It has been that main weapon naman sa kabila for the Benilde Blazers.
And you're looking at their assist totals. Shawarma Shack only has 14 assists. Thanks to part.
Perfectly executed by the Blazers in this battle of undefeated teams against Shawarma Shack. As Guevara adds to...
With the coach like Coach Raiko Toroman, the number one thing that he wants to instill there is the discipline. Na kahit anong mangyari, there are things that we need to do.
Sunday mula sa Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite. As Lim adds 2 more. 105-69. Akpuro and Ike really, kind of not their usual numbers or not their usual selves in this ball game. Back to the drawing board for Shawarma Shack. Not all is lost. This still 2-on-1 after this ball game ang Shawarma Shack, and will move to 2-0 itong Benilde Blazers in our Asiabasket tournament so far. Who knows? They just might meet each other down the road.
Again, it's still have a ways to go in terms of this tournament. So, Shawarma Shack has to refocus quick for their next game kung gusto nilang mag-bounce back na maaga.
Ang final scoring nga natin, 105-71, a 34-point victory for the Benilde Blazers.